my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no, we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. You know me, my dog, stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons. And ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got to lose. When it's all on the line, what you gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation. Ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking.
Coach, thank you. We have playoff football and bone-chilling playoff football at that in the city of brotherly love at Lincoln Financial Field. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, Pac-Man. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a give, right side. Muhammad. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. They were trying to liven up this playoff game very early on. Pretty deep throw, but good coverage.
I think they were counting on the defenders being a little tight, a little over-anxious early, and trying to catch them flat-footed and get a big play. Brandon, never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is going to rule there. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Got it. 47. Mike, 47. Here we go, D.
Jones throwing on first down. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he's only able to get it up to about the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And it's 3rd down.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down.
Hey, my 7. 56, my 56.
To throw from his end zone, Jones. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
47 from Mark, boy, 47. Check, 47. Mark, you better bring it. Lee Griffin.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And now he'll tuck it and run. And some space here. And avoids the contact by sliding. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
You're out.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
You must get tired of seeing me. Hey, Orbit.
From the 44, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
56, Mike, 56, right there. Now. 56. There we go. Hey, Charlie. Get it.
On 3rd down, Jones. He can run for it, and he will. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line, well short of the 1st. Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop, a man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we get back. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines.
Let's go, baby. Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he completes it to Cohen. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. We're scoreless after 1. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He's got his man, that's Hardman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Go. 180. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. What's this done?
On the carry, it's Muhammad. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 44 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go.
Jones now to throw again. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's on Kevin Zeitler, acquired in the Odell Beckham trade. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
56 to Mike.
Now Jones, operating from the gun. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it.
There we go. Pac-Man. Danny.
On first down, Muhammad. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Here we go again.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Watch the curve. Watch the curve. Watch 36. Rip 5-2. I'm here. Rip right. Done.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Now, this is playoff football. I mean, what a big-time tackle. Perfectly executed, with a little extra emphasis there.
And got him for a loss as well. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing now is Wentz. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Muhammad, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 2nd down now, Muhammad. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Wentz to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. So they decline it as that will bring up 4th.
And I know that yardage and field position are keys to any game played, but you've got to consider downs when you're talking about penalties, and they wisely did not take that one and made it 4th down.
That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Lock 57. They're going to need some therapy after this. 25, check 25, check 25, check 37, check 37. On twist.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the 2nd half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the 1st half. Maybe not so much in the 2nd half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. Already at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From just shy of midfield, Wentz. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Rashad Perriman. 48 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Throwing Jones. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Brandon Graham. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
51, Mike 51. Right here, right here. 51 to Mike, boy, 51. Blue down.
Now Jones. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Ready. 18 Gator. Bandit. Hey, Zoo. Mike 51. I'm here all day. Now.
To throw on 3rd down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
To throw again on 2nd down. Wentz looking deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field.
Again, it's Wentz. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Second and 9 now. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. And Tate's got it. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
57's Mike 57.
From the 39, Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Watch time, watch time. Hey, we are.
They go again with Muhammad. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
50. 120. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. That is caught by Cullen. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big gain of 28 as the drive continues. They'll run on 1st down. Muhammad. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Here's Muhammad. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Giants 39-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. To throw, it's Wentz. Got an open man, it's Ratley. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, Brady, I see you. Here we go. 120.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Go. 280. 58, come on. Coming. What's your son?
On play action, Wentz. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. To throw is Wentz. Well, he's going to go for it all. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Janoris Jenkins. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
You got tight right there.
Jones now on 1st and 10. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Back.
Here's Jones, throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check four.
Now Jones, throwing on 3rd and long. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture, as now they've got a 1st and 10. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Finding his target, it's Cody Latimer. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing again on second down. Jones. That one caught by Ellison. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe
pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on second down. Looking to throw. Jones under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaching, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
50 wants the money. 50 wants the money.
Throwing on third and long. Jones. And that will be incomplete.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on fourth down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
57.
Jones now throwing on fourth down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Tay Davis there on the tackle. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. The Eagles on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for 1 more first down to help salt this one away. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because 1 more score, and this game's over.
Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud